Kababayan LA, America's first and only daily talk show for and about the Filipinos, kung saan po dito sa Kababayan LA, hindi lang namin kayo pinapakilala sa mga Filipino-American prides, which is we're going to be doing that today as well. We also try to clarify and explain and discuss some issues for you this afternoon. We're going to be discussing the DREAM Act. Mel Ilomin is a principal for the Assembly Member 40... Gilbert Cedillo. Hello and welcome to Kababayan LA. And right now we're going to be talking about the DREAM Act. We've been talking about this. We just talked about this last Wednesday, it being introduced to the Senate after it was killed in the Assembly last year. Pero Gilbert, this is different from what we're talking about now, right? Can you explain the difference? The
difference between the federal government is the federal government in Washington, D.C. That's where you have everything happening. They had the DREAM Act, but it didn't make the votes in the U.S. Senate. So now it's dead, and I think somebody's authoring a new bill to put it up again. What we are doing in California, since we do not have a way of doing immigration in the state, but for everybody, for all the listeners, it's the one that happens in Sacramento.
Exactly.
And what we're trying to do is to make sure that the students we have, the dreamers we have, that are already 25,000, already in UCLA in our best schools, have a chance to get financial aid, financial help, while they go to school. Because
right now, some people are calling it catch-22, but I call it a limbo because they don't know what they're going to do. They can't work after college. Right now, they're in college, but they can't get grants and scholarships and all that because of their status. There are 25,000 undocumented students, according to the San Francisco Chronicle, and we're just talking about California.
Yes.
And we know about the DREAM Act. What don't we know about the DREAM Act?
Well, the DREAM Act, the thing what we're trying to do, I think, is one of those laws that we have here when the children are really punished for the crimes of their parents. There's no other law that does that. And number two, I think we could always distinguish crimes when the only crime that was committed by the parents was they came here, they crossed the border illegally. But if you think about any law or any crime that you have, there's specific intent. And I'm going to ask you, if you commit murder, because you take away a life, but if you cross the border, what is the intent? Is to make a better life for your children.
Right. What about also when you cross... I'm just playing devil's advocate.
That's fine. That's fine.
What about when you cross the border, you're stealing from, you're robbing really people that are here, citizens that are here, from opportunities, or robbing them of opportunities. What do you say to that?
You're not. Number one, to get into school, to UCLA, and I think you're going to a very good school too, is, you need to have qualifications to make it there. So you're not right. I mean, if I'm going to tell...
So you're talking about skills?
Skills. Okay. Now, number two, there's a law from the Supreme Court that they said, it was argued in the Supreme Court, that what are going to happen to the children of undocumented parents? Do they have a right to school? So U.S. Supreme Court said they do.
Yes, they do.
So now when we budget the money in the state, we budget by the number of high school students.
Okay.
So this grants that you're getting is not based on
undocumented or undocumented.
They just count how many high school students, how many high school graduates, that's what they're going to allot them for.
So in the first place, when we talk about budget, what budget are we talking about if we are on deficit, the California, and we don't even have money to support, other services?
I mean, the state budget for high school students graduating, that's set.
Oh, okay.
That's set. That's always set. Now, you were talking about other things, but that is set for every graduate of every high school. There's something set for college. That's what you get financial aid for.
And going back to the DREAM Act just basically, it wants to enable undocumented students here to go to school, get education, right? It's not a path to, it's not amnesty,
no.
It's not the path
No, because it's in the state. But I'm going to tell you something. I think there's this argument right now by the Republicans who've been voting it against it. It's like, they said, Chris Norby, he's a Republican, he said, I'm a high school coach.
Right.
I think I feel bad because I'm going to tell this student to practice, but I can't put him in the game. That's his argument, but this is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
If this student can run 100 meters in 3 seconds, it's for the good of the game, and everybody else will agree that they want to see that student play in the game.
Right.
And so, in other words, we're trying to put away... We're taking away the dreams of all these kids just because of documentation, and one of them might invent a way to cure cancer.
And which is not even their fault. Okay, very well said. How do we now take an active role in this DREAM Act thing?
I think you have the website on the screen, CaliforniaDreamAct.org. We're going to try to get some letters I think all your viewers, you have state representatives. That's a nice civics class. You have a state assemblyman, state senator representing you. You write them, you call them, you tell them, you got to support these dreamers.
Right. And that's the website, again, on the screen if you want to get more information and you want to take an active role in this. This is very important for our community, especially for our Kababayans.
Thank you very much.
We excel in the academe, and we should, and in school, we should just need to give more opportunities to them. For now, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And more power to you.
Thank you.
Magbabalik pa po ang Kababayan LA. Don't go away.